Hey guys, welcome back to Hotlap, where we talk about anything and everything F1. I'm Caleb, and that's Tyler.
I'm Tyler. This is Performative Male, and we are Hotlap. Hi, guys. So this is the first off-season episode. Uh, uh, we don't have a lot to talk about, so we're just gonna kind of wing it on this episode. I'm kind of excited about that. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is I watched the Gulf 12 hours in Abu Dhabi because James Vowles was competing in it.
Did you watch
Of
all
course,
12 hours?
I'm not a fucking psychopath. I did not watch all 12 hours. Who the fuck watches racing for? I could do 2 hours. 2 hours is cool. Could maybe even push it to 3, but for 12 got me fucked up.
I could do
You
it.
got me fucked up.
I could do it for like 4 or 5, probably.
If I'm really interested in it, yeah, I'll do that.
If I had nothing going on
Um,
that day, I would do like 5.
yeah. So actually, I learned a lot about I guess GT3 and how it works because it's not as straightforward as you think it is. It's not like F1 because F1's very clean cut. It's very easy to get a grip on. GT3 is not like that at all. But I'll get to that in a second. I watched the Gulf 12 hours, and I watched it because James Vowles, team principal of Williams, was competing as one of the drivers. The 4 drivers for the team is called Garage 59, and they were in a McLaren GT3 car. I think it was like the 767 something. I don't know. Numbers and letters together. And they came. Okay, so there was 3 classes of cars that were racing in the 12 hours. So you
Okay.
had the Super AM category, then you had um the something there's a middle category, and then James and team were racing at the bottom category, just it was called just the AM category. I don't know what these categories are or what they stand for.
Okay.
Um, all I know is that in the AM category, they were just competing against one other team. Otherwise, they were going against pretty much all Super AMs or whatever the other class was. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head. However, the other team they were competing against in their class DNF'd at some point. Don't know
Oh.
when. So they actually won and got a podium because they won their class, even though they weren't competing against a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was just one other team, but they still won and got a podium. So we got James Vowles on the podium before Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari.
That's sick. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, so it was really cool.
we got we we got James Vowles on the podium
Before number 44 in red gets a podium.
I feel so bad
Crazy
for that
work.
man.
Yeah. So the race was divided into 2 parts. So you had the first part, which was 8 hours, and then you had the second part later that evening, I think, and that was the remaining 4 hours of the race. It was pretty fun to watch. I watched the last hour of it.
Oh wow.
Um, so I watched it on hour 12 after all the carnage, and I watched the first hour too. So I got kind of a good idea of both. Um, yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. I mean, they're changing tires. F1 races don't allow their drivers or their teams to refuel. There's no need for it because a fuel load in an F1 car will last the 2 hours.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's no fuel load on Earth that's going to last you 12 hours, so you have to refuel.
Yeah.
So when they pit, they don't just pit for tires; they pit to refuel too. And obviously, I think every 4 hours they switch drivers, or however many hours they need to divide up to basically have 4 of the drivers race for a while. Yeah, it was just a fun watch.
I believe it.
It's an isolated race. It's not part of any championship or anything. It's just the Gulf 12 hours. Kind of
Oh.
like the 24 hours of Le Mans, where it's just that thing. There's no championship. It's just if you win it, you win it, and then that's the whole thing. That's the whole pie. It's like that. Um, Obviously, just on a much smaller scale. Pretty cool. I learned a lot about GT3 kind of after that because I got so confused. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't really find out about the classes, but I found out about like how GT3 works because I'm like in my head, I'm like, are there like factory teams like F1?
Yeah.
Is it like Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, blah 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 blah? Not really. There's no like so how it works basically is you have like a brand like Ferrari, for example, and they'll sell you one of their GT3 cars
Mm-hmm.
if you're a racing team. They don't just sell it to like the general populace, right? But they'll sell it to you if you're like a racing team. And it's basically just a bunch of independent racing teams racing that spec of car in various races. So if it's like a GT3 race, you'll have GT3 cars, but no factory teams. Like Ferrari themselves does not compete in any of these races. You'll get factory support.
Okay.
Like you might have like some of the engineers show up if it's like a really like highly supported team. But otherwise, like it's an independent racing team acting as a company with its own drivers, own engineers, own blah 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 blah, and they're basically just customers, and they just go racing. And
Okay.
it's usually endurance. And GT3 is usually like endurance racing,
Mm-hmm.
which I can see it not being super popular because I mean nobody's gonna tune in, especially these days. Like nobody's gonna tune in for the 24 hours of Le Mans and
Yeah.
like watch a considerable chunk of it. Like it would just be crazy. Um, but yeah, I just thought it was super cool to see something like that in the off season, something new, different flavor of racing, and yeah, I thought it was cool. And I was rooting for James Vowles, and I guess they did as best they could with like their class, I guess, because they weren't competing in like the Super AM class or like the one above that or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Also, James Vowles actually goes pretty hard at driving a GT3 McLaren. Like he's actually a pretty fucking good driver.
And we love a team principal that is also a good driver because he knows what it takes to be, a driver in this day and age. Like, I love that. I love that James Vowles competed for that, and it just shows like how down to earth he really is, and like how about racing he really is. He's not about the money. He's not well. I mean, everybody's about the money, but he's not like really about the money. He's about the racing. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like the money is like one thing, right? But he's genuinely passionate about this enough to like right after they were just in Abu Dhabi for the F1 race and he was working as team principal, he literally waited the extra week until the weekend of the Gulf 12 hours. Like
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool if you ask me. He also does like motorbike racing, like motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah, like as a hobby, he just like races motorcycles and GT3 cars. So, he just does it for the love of the game. He loves this shit, and I love that.
That's actually sick. I love that.
Yeah, yeah, James Fowles is a cool fucking guy. That's pretty much as much as I know about like GT3 for now. Like that's the only thing I knew that was like going on with that. Also, apparently the Formula E season just started.
Formula E just started, huh? I thought it ran concurrent with Formula One.
No, it
Really?
runs in the off season of Formula One. So they had
Oh.
their I think it was last weekend they had their first race of the season in Brazil.
Okay.
And it's like 12 races or something much smaller than like the full on Formula 1 season. But they have some good locations and
Hmm.
might be something worth checking into because we're in a F1 drought for the next 3 months.
I
Um,
I did look at like lightly kind of looked at Formula E, and their rules are like completely different than Formula One. Obviously, because it's a completely different power system, completely different car. But it's like it's actually insane how different these rules are. Like they have this thing called attack mode that you can only activate like once per race for like 3 minutes or something, and yeah, it provides an extra boost from your battery, and then like I think at some point during the race, that's when they can't reveal the battery percentage until like 3 laps or 4 laps into the race. It's so weird. And it's like, just because I mean, it's like regular racing where, like, just because you get off the line first doesn't mean you're going to win. But, like,
Hmm.
especially in Formula E, it really means, like, okay, like, you're probably not going to win if you're P1, like, off the line,
Mm.
because of wind resistance. Everything just drags on the battery and on the charge. And they don't just, like, pit and recharge. Like, you have charge for the race, and that's it.
Yeah. So it's almost like endurance in that aspect with like the battery. Like
Yeah.
same thing with like an endurance race and like a GT3 race. Like you have to manage your fuel load for like as long as you can before it runs out and you have to refuel. Well, I mean, obviously they don't recharge, but they have to manage their electricity, like their battery load. So that's
Yep.
pretty interesting.
They don't have DRS
Uh,
or anything like that. It's literally this thing called attack mode, and they can only activate it once per race. And then it's like 3 minutes of, like, continuous boosting the power. And so the whole thing is they have to strategically figure out when is the best time to use attack mode. And it's, yeah, I I thought it was kind of interesting. I would be willing to look a little bit more into it, but
um, it's always worth a shot, like worth a little peek into what they're doing, especially in the off season. Like, why not? There's nothing else going on.
oh yeah,
They plan that really well because I don't think any self-respecting, I shouldn't say that, but any self-respecting Formula One fan would watch Formula One and then Formula E, or if like they clashed with each other, oh fuck no, like no, it would just tank the ratings. And some people get like people don't have all day to watch like several races all day long. Like they have time for like the one race and then they have to go do like people have lives, right?
yeah,
So it just makes sense that they organized it like this. I guess let's check out the next Formula E race and kind of see where that goes.
yeah. I'm willing to check it out. I'll see where they broadcast it or stream it, and maybe learn the rules a little bit. Maybe learn something new that we didn't know.
Yeah. Thing about like there's something I like about Formula E. I like that they're doing it because there was like that looming threat with Formula One that they were thinking about like going all electric.
Mm,
And this just completely solves that problem
yeah,
because everything's going electric. We're in the 2020s. That's like all the rage, even though like any enthusiast hates it completely. Um,
yeah,
because we already have hybrid V6 turbo F1 cars, and it was only a matter of time where they were just going to go all electric. But just making this its own separate division that's probably like the best call they could have made like ever.
yeah, yeah. I completely agree. I think that with the introduction, because I don't know how new Formula E is, but I have to assume it's pretty new. With the introduction of Formula
Like,
E, that kind of just solves that problem of, like, hey, let's go all electric. Because I know a lot of people, like, to your point, a lot of people did not, especially the purists, did not want Formula One to go all electric. I personally, I'm not completely against it, but I'm also not completely for it.
yeah,
I just think it would add, like, a whole nother shoehorn and level of complexity to something that doesn't need to be added. It doesn't. They don't need to make it that complex. Put gas in car, cargo room, first three across the line win.
my philosophy is just whatever is the fastest method of going around a track, do that.
Yeah,
Like if we need hybrids to go faster, which I think it's proven at this point that having a hybrid electric motor with a gas motor is like perfect.
yeah,
Because like the instant torque that you get from
from
the
electric.
electric motor, it it will never a combustion engine will never be able to match that off the line. So having the best of both worlds with the hybrid just works, right? And if we get to a point where all electric is just faster in every like single way, you know, I don't care what it is as long as it's the fastest method.
Yeah,
Because that's what we really all care for, right? Um, EV is a baby; it's an infant, so it's very new. Right now, we're dealing with batteries being depleted really fast. We're
mm-hmm,
dealing with batteries being really fucking heavy,
mm-hmm,
and batteries taking a very long time to recharge.
mm-hmm.
So it's going to take us a couple decades to probably work out all those kinks and get them to a point where they can like just outpace completely gas motors. But until they do, hybrid is probably the best way to do it. But it is cool to see us have Formula E because that's kind of like a testing ground for how far we can push electric motor cars,
Yeah.
and how much we can advance the technology.
Yeah, especially when like everything's going all electric. And when we get to the point where electric can outpace gas cars, then cool. But until then, right now, to your point, yeah, hybrid is the best way to go. And
Yeah,
whenever
it just makes sense.
whenever you said the torque, when the torque off the line is just like unmatched, I just thought of that one Fast and Furious. It had so much torque that it twisted the chassis coming off the line. I'm like,
Dude, this is a hot take. I didn't see any of the Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. I
what?
know.
Listen,
Yeah.
for all our viewers, I'm not by any means like a Fast and Furious like fanatic, right? I am not a huge Fast and Furious fanatic, but I've at least seen. Now I'm speaking to you, Tyler. I've at least seen like the first four. You need
It
to
just seems
watch.
cheesy.
You need to watch like the first few. The
It just seems cheesy. I'm not gonna watch them. I'm not gonna
after,
lie to you or the audience.
listen, after Fast Five, it gets really cheesy, like really like stupid. But dude, you need to
Like,
watch like the first four, please. You need to watch them. Come on, boy.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not doing that shit.
Come on, you put me on to Rush. Now let me put you on to at least the first one. At least the first one.
I'm gonna watch F1 Academy before I watch that garbage.
Fine. Watch F1 Academy and then watch Fast and Furious.
No.
I know you don't mind F1 Academy.
Yeah. So moving on. We'll check out what Formula E is even airing on. Um, I don't know what you can watch it on. Genuinely, I don't. Like, what the fuck do you watch it on?
Matter of fact, what is it airing on? Let me look at this.
You know what the Gulf 12 Hours was airing on?
What?
Just YouTube for free.
Oh, sick. What?
Yeah, it was insane. I literally just tuned in. I accidentally, going back to that really quick, I accidentally tuned into the German version, like the German commentary version on like the live stream, when I like first started watching it. So I just heard like just frantic German commentating, and I'm like, what are they fucking saying? And like, is this just in German? And then like I clicked off of it, and then I found the English version, and I was like, holy fuck, thank God. But yeah, it was just like being live streamed on YouTube, and same quality as like an F1 broadcast, whatever,
Oh.
but like just happened to be free to watch.
Let's see. Install cookies. Let's see. Watch the cell. Okay. How to watch. So watching it in the United States. Okay, so it's airing on Roku.
What?
I mean, I have a Roku TV, so it's not that bad. But
I don't.
oh, but it's free. Yeah, it's you literally tune in for free. Actually, okay, yeah, no, they have the Sao Paulo E. They call it the E Pre. Yeah,
Okay, well that's dumb.
literally
That's
called it E
dumb,
Pre.
dumb and cringe. We need to fix that. What
um,
even are like the teams for that shit?
let me look. Formula E.
Oh, circling back to GC3 really quick.
Yep.
Found this out today. Max Verstappen was doing a test run in a Mercedes AMG GT3 car, Red Bull livery, and because he didn't win the championship this year, the tradition is whoever is world champion, they get to be number one until somebody else becomes world champion.
Huh.
Lando won it, so he's going to be Lando Norris number one instead of number 7 next year. Well, I guess, yeah,
Oh,
next year.
Yeah.
You kind of just earned that right. So
So Max is going to be going back to 33.
no, he's not going back to 33. And he's not going to 69 either, which would have been really funny.
It would have been hilarious.
He's just going to be number 3.
Oh, just number 3?
Yeah, I guess just slice 30 off of the 3.
Well, I mean, hey, it's his choice, but personally, I would have been like 9 or something. I like 9.
Each their own. I don't know. I would have went with 69. It would have been way too funny not to.
I know you would have. I know.
Would have been hilarious.
So,
Especially Max, too. Max just doesn't give a fuck. But go on, you're about to say.
I've got the Formula E teams pulled up right here. Believe it or not, there's like 3 American teams in Formula E. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And
Is Tesla one of them?
no, and get this, no American drivers.
That pisses me off.
So we got
There's like this weird like discrimination against American drivers for some
Right.
reason in motorsport. Like unless you're like fucking in NASCAR or IndyCar, like there's no American drivers.
oh my god, how do we get this open?
I don't understand it. I don't know why that is, but I feel like it's a weird like discrimination against them. It's probably not a discrimination thing, but I still think it's weird. Oh yeah, what are we drinking tonight, Caleb, for the audience?
So none of y'all know this, right? But before every episode, I like to drink a little bit, loosen up. I haven't drank yet. So, and
Until now.
Tyler's been telling me to make this like a recurring joke on the show where I like pop open a bottle and like tell you guys what it is. So
Not a joke. Just tell the viewers what we're drinking. Because I mean, our PFP, which will probably change soon. I'm gonna make a new PFP soon, but for now, it's me doing a blank ass fluoride stare and you drinking a bottle of Bacardi.
yeah.
And it's tradition for you to drink every episode. So I'm like, dude, okay, get everybody in on this.
Okay. Well, welcome back. Well, welcome to the first segment of What Are We Drinking Tonight?
Yeah, there we go. We have the segment and everything.
So, tonight we're drinking Raspberry Johnny Bootlegger. This is the first time
Sorry.
I've ever actually had this. And that's really good. I'm not even going to lie. That's really good.
I thought that was like vomit fuel. Are you serious? It's like
No.
actually good?
It's delicious. I can't taste any alcohol. It literally tastes like, you know, like a freeze pop. You know when they melt? That's exactly what this
Yeah.
tastes like. Tastes like a blue raspberry like melted freeze pop.
Well, that is fucking awesome.
That is
Johnny Bootlegger.
Johnny Bootlegger raspberry.
Okay, well, I know what I'm getting
This is actually
after
really
this episode.
this is actually really good.
What the fuck? I've never heard about that before.
Yeah, I was coming home and I stopped into 7-Eleven because I wanted a little bit, you know. I'm not like an alcoholic or anything, but I wanted a little bit to drink for the episode tonight. Don't look
Yeah.
at me like that.
Wasn't looking at you anyway.
Oh, it's because like the feed stopped and you were like, so I thought you were about to like just open your eyes and like stare at me like this.
Was reaching for my other water bottle, bitch. What the
How
hell?
dare you? I'm not an alcoholic. Don't call me an alcoholic.
I guess on the second part of our, on my end of the, what are we drinking
What
tonight?
are we drinking tonight?
Water.
Great
That's
value
it.
drinking water.
Great value.
Yeah, but I stopped into the gas station because I wanted a little something, and I was like, "Ooh, what is this? Never had this before." And so yeah, I grabbed it and just tried it live on air for you guys, and it's actually really good.
Live Caleb reaction. Okay.
I don't even taste.
Right on.
I tasted zero alcohol from this. This is great. Anyway, back to Formula
Cool.
E.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I had the Formula E teams pulled up, like three American teams, no American drivers. We have the Nissan Formula E team out of Japan.
Nissan.
Yeah, apparently Nissan is.
They're
in
not
Formula E.
bankrupt yet.
Nissan's great. All right, I don't want to hear that.
Nissan's fucking awful, but that's a different conversation.
You're awful. Would you like to hear the powertrains or just the teams?
Yeah, just give me the teams rundown.
You have Cooper Kiro. I let's see. Oh, Cooper Racing, known formerly as Seat Sport. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so apparently it's two racing teams came together. They're Cupra and Kiro. We have DS Penske, formerly
Oh,
Dragon
okay.
Racing. That's actually kind of cool, Dragon Racing.
Yeah, you know Penske makes fucking like racing suspension and shit.
I did not know that. I thought they only made like U-Haul like vehicles.
Yeah, like yeah, no, okay. I didn't know that until I started getting into like tracking my motorcycle. But I was talking to this guy who runs a like motorcycle tuning shop, and he was like, "Yeah, you should get some Penske springs." I'm like, "Penske, like
The moving
like
company?
the trucks, like the shipping?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, they make suspension too, like for racing." And I'm like, "What?" And it's apparently like some of the best you can buy.
Could have fooled me. Damn.
Yeah, that's your random fact of the day.
Wow. We got Jaguar TCS Racing.
Jag.
Jaguar,
Okay, so
yeah.
we got
The Jaguar.
Jag, Nissan, Penske.
Oh, we got Lola Yamaha ABT Formula E team. So Yamaha's in there.
Yamaha. What the fuck? Huh? This is
Yeah.
blowing my mind right now, actually.
You got Envision Racing, which is, its own separate, not branded team.
I feel like I've heard of Envision before.
Um, oh, it's majority owned by Chinese wind turbine manufacturer Envision Energy.
Hmm. Okay, I think they have an F2 team, though. I swear I've heard Envision before.
Maybe. You got Mahindra Racing out of India.
Mahindra.
Oh, and by the way, Jaguar, Lola Yamaha, and Envision Racing are all out of the UK. Cooper Kiro and DS Penske are out of America.
Okay.
Mahindra Racing is out of India. We've got Citroen Racing, which
Mm-hmm.
oh, what flag is that?
A French car brand.
Yeah, it's French.
Yeah, I just said that.
No, I meant like the team is from France. My bad. Anyway.
So, anyways, moving on.
uh, we're just gonna plaster like the Bob like chip just
Just fucking can't do the straight things to do it. Just fucking.
Then we got Andretti, obviously out of America. They're actually
What?
they're racing a Porsche machine, or a Porsche powertrain actually.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
And then we've got Porsche.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep. And they're based out of Germany.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. What the fuck, man? Damn.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Those are all the teams, and each team has two drivers.
That's actually some pretty cool diversity with like the teams. You have Jaguar, you have Nissan, you have Porsche, you have Andretti Racing, which I didn't know he had a racing team.
Yeah.
Citroen, which I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. I took French, and I don't know how to say that shit.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's the French.
It's the French. But yeah, most of them are racing their own. Like each team is racing their own powertrain, except for Andretti Racing,
Who's racing with
who's
Porsches.
racing with Porsches. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I think it's really cool. But they have
Eight race season, actually, I think it is. It's not like 12. I think it's 8.
okay. 12th season, yeah, and so and this is this season or the season that is like currently going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got two racers for each team and absolutely zero American racers, which I think is hilarious. But
Does not make any fucking sense because we have Andretti and we have what was the other American team?
there's two more. There's Andretti, there's Cooper Kiro, and DS Penske.
Okay, so Cooper Kiro and DS Penske.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's weird. American teams, no American drivers. Where is the representation? We talked about this last episode too.
We got it. We
That
can do
shit,
it.
that shit pisses me off. And yeah, no, we need to step up and become American racers
Yep.
for
Agree.
something FIA.
Something FIA related. You know, now that we're on this little tangent, I wonder how many series are actually in FIA.
Well, I know that you have WEC, you have F1, F2. You obviously have Formula E, then you have F1 Academy, and then
Oh wow.
you actually have, I think, like some minor karting leagues too, like FIA karting. Um, that's all I know.
So, as far as world championships, we're just talking about world championships right now. There's currently 7 series. There is obviously Formula One. There's the FIA Karting World Championship.
Yep.
There's the Rally Championship, the World Rally Championship. There's
Oh,
the World Rally Raid Championship.
okay.
There's the World Endurance Championship. The Rally Cross Championship.
So
And
3
then
different rounds.
and then Formula E.
Wow. Okay, so 3 of them are rally, which pretty much take up most of it.
Yeah.
And then you have karting, WEC, and then F1, F2.
Oh no, there's no F2. Not here.
No, F2's like FIA though.
It is FIA. But I'm just talking about like just world championships. Because obviously
Yeah, but you
there's a lot of feeder series, right? Because Formula 4 to Formula 2 is a feeder series. So I'm pretty sure all of these championships have feeder series in them. But we're just talking about like the tip top, like the top of the mountain, the best of the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot more like actual championships a part of the FIA, like the feeder series, like F4 through F2 and the karting, all the karting feeders.
What's weird is I think F4 is like regional, and I don't think it's FIA.
Really?
Yeah, no. Like I think F3 is when you break into actual like FIA like mandates and racing and stuff, but otherwise like F4 is just regional. Like you have different like series of F4. Like F4 in the United States, it's its own series. F4 in Europe is its own series, and I think there's like different F4s within the continents too.
Huh. Regional.
And it's just its own thing, pretty much.
No, F4 isn't inherently regional, but it is national. So while Formula Regional is the actual regional step bridging F4 and F3. So you have F4 and then Formula Regional and then F3.
Okay. Huh.
F4 championships are organized by country, whereas Formula Regional series cover broader regions like Formula Regional Americas, with more powerful cars acting as the next level up on the FIA ladder after F4.
Okay.
So we go F4, and then we go F Regional, and then F3, and then F2, and then both of us will get our first podiums in our rookie seasons in F1.
Yeah, just need several $1 million. So if you guys know an angel investor, tag them.
Listen, if we get 1 million subscribers, right, and everybody gifts us $5.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, sorry. If everybody gifts us $20.
We're going to need 5 million subscribers giving us $1.
No, we need 1 million subscribers gifting us $20 a piece.
People are not that generous.
If everybody who saw this video just gave $1, just 4 simple quarters, you could make these young men's dreams come true.
We don't even need to do that. Okay, we just need Apple to sponsor us, or Microsoft. or Dogecoin or,
We
Bitcoin
are not having
or,
any cryptocurrency sponsors, I swear.
dude, like every major F1 team has a crypto sponsor. You know that, right? Like McLaren, OKX. What do you think that is? It's a crypto
I didn't know what
thing.
that was.
It's a,
All right, what is Red Bull's crypto sponsor?
I forget. It's Bybit. Actually, yeah, it's Bybit. It's on the wing. It's a crypto thing.
Are you fucking?
Crypto is huge in F1. I'm surprised you didn't realize that. No, like
I
they
hate
have,
crypto.
dude, it's the future. I'm sorry, but
They've been saying that
adapt or
for
die.
years, but like then these young kids started getting into it and they started pulling like rug pull schemes, like pump and dump schemes, and now it's just a joke.
No, it's not just a joke. Like you have the joke side of it, but there's also the side where like there's heavy money in
Oh
crypto.
yeah, I mean absolutely.
It's not
Like
regulated.
if I had actual like, so when I first heard about Bitcoin, oh my god, how old was I? I was, it might have been 2010, 2011. Yeah, I was like 12 years old when I first heard about Bitcoin. And I was a little tech whiz because I loved computers and I loved, like, getting into the dark side of the internet. I was a little tech whiz. And I had the opportunity to invest in Bitcoin. I had the opportunity. But I didn't have money of my own. I didn't have a bank account of my own. And I know if I asked my mom for money to invest in some online cryptocurrency, she would look at me like I'm crazy and she'd be like, absolutely not. You're not giving my money and my information away to some weirdos on the internet.
Me, when I was a stupid fucking middle schooler with no money and I should have been investing in cryptocurrency at age 12.
Me, a baby in the womb, when I should have been investing in the housing market.
Dude, I can't believe I was such a fucking stupid idiot and I didn't get in. Yeah. So, crypto, very big in F1.
I did not
Those are
know
just the
that.
two off my head. There's probably others that are like sponsored on the cars of like the F1 cars.
Because I know
Very large market.
Kick Sauber, but Kick's not a cryptocurrency brand. It's a streaming service, like Twitch is. But the difference between Kick and Twitch is that Kick allowed, like, their rules were really laxed. So they allowed like open gambling on their site. Like they allowed streamers to openly gamble on their site and like
You
deal
also
with
have
crypto. Stake. Yep.
Stake Kicksauber F1 team.
Yep. That's also what I was getting at, was like stake as well. I know that's not really crypto, but like you deal with
Like online.
crypto. Yeah.
It's a new thing. It's a like relatively new thing. A lot of money's in it.
Yeah.
That's why you always see like ads for it now, like everywhere. If you see like clips online, it used to like not be watermarked, not have anything, but you constantly see clips on like it could be like anything now, right? Like meme or like sports or something, but you'll always see like rain bet at like the bottom of it, or you'll see like stake, or you'll
Yep.
see like whatever the fuck else is like a online gambling app, because that's where like that's like hot right now.
Yeah.
Um, I actually stopped for gas one time. Um, there's this guy in like this blacked out Aston Martin that pulled up next to me at the gas pump, and I asked him, I'm like, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" And he's like, "Yeah, I own like an online casino." And I'm like, "Online
Damn.
casino? Damn, the house always wins. Holy shit!" That's just the tangent I just thought I'd go on,
Hey,
but yeah,
hey,
no,
what do you do for a living? Yeah.
a lot of new money is like in the F1. It's kind of crazy when you really look into who these sponsors are, because like I don't really familiarize myself with a lot of these brands, but then I like go and look them up if I see like their logo sticks out to me, and it's usually like a newer, trending financial kind of company with enough money to back an F1 team.
You know who should have backed an F1 team? Drake.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's happening. It's kind of like old news, but Drake was allegedly looking into sponsoring or like owning. I think it was owning, but yeah, he was looking into like putting some money behind Red Bull and having like an OVO X Red Bull kind of deal.
Absolutely not.
Remains remains to be seen if that happens, but yeah, no, absolutely not.
If that would have happened, I guarantee you, like support for Red Bull would have tanked. Like, because especially with the again another tangent, but the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, like Drake lost
Mm-hmm.
that hard. Drake really lost that. So they
Drake
would
got
have
exposed.
yes. I mean, and I saw it like years ago before any of the PDF file allegations came out. I saw that years ago. There's this video of him at a concert, and he brings a girl up on stage, and he kisses her. I think it was on the cheek, but it looked kind of sus. And then he asks her how old she is, and she says she's 16. And he goes, "You're 16?" And I quote, he says, "Man, I'm sorry. I like the way your breasts feel on my chest. You know, I like. Yeah, I can send you it later. It is actually crazy. Like he's
I
like
don't want to be. I don't want to be sent that.
basically like he's saying like, oh man, if you weren't 16, you know, like, and that's just gross. That's gross. And
That's not.
and during the whole beef, that clip resurfaced, and I'm like, I remember seeing this when it first came out, and like people were like, Drake's not a good guy, but everyone was like, no, he's fine.
Yeah, no, he's not.
So yeah, Red Bull would have
Yeah,
lost a lot of support and a lot of money if Drake had tried to back them.
yeah. Um, moving on. Cadillac's kind of ramping up their marketing lately. Have you seen on Instagram?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, they last week did a seat fitting for Checo and Valtteri. Um, so they're working on how that works is basically like they have the drivers come in and like sit on like basically like this big foam molding thing, and the dimensions are basically like taken from like that memory foam, and they make a seat out of those exact dimensions, so it's a one-to-one like perfect fit for the driver exactly.
It fits my ass perfectly.
Yeah, it's literally like
That's dope. I did not know that. That's awesome.
yeah, so every driver's car, their seat is specifically made for them, and it's not like just like, oh yeah, this is my seat at the team. No, it's like physically you have a seat molded to you at the
That's my
team.
seat.
That's your seat at the F1 team. So yeah, that's what they were doing. That's what the seat fitting was.
That's
I guess we'll
awesome.
hear more about it as time goes on. They don't have a title sponsor yet that we're aware of, so I'm sure they'll announce it when they announce it.
I wonder. I wonder if they. I thought they did. Let me see.
They have Tommy Hilfiger sponsoring them, but he's not a title sponsor.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Currently, they're holding partnerships with Jim Beam and Tommy Hilfiger,
Yep.
but they don't have a title sponsor.
Yeah, because they have those sponsors, but they don't have like the big one, like Mercedes, Petronas, F1 team. That Petronas is their title sponsor.
What is Petronas? I've always wondered that.
Uh, it's like a gas and fuel company, really.
Okay.
Um, they just make gas like fuel. It's kind of like a more international brand. They don't have like a gas station or anything, so that's why
Ah,
like that's why we've never heard of them until F1. But yeah, Petronas like basically like make race fuels, and sure they do other stuff too. I just don't care. They sponsor Yamaha's MotoGP team, so you also have like you have Yamaha Petronas MotoGP team for motorcycles, and then you have the Mercedes F1 team
that's
that
dope.
they sponsor. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm saying like title sponsored, like that's who I'm talking about. Like
Yeah, like
somebody that
the
is
big
like
one.
the name who gets the most real estate on the car
Mm-hmm. And on the uniforms,
and on the uniforms
because
and
like on the uniforms, like
everything.
Petronas is like right here.
Yes, you have on my jersey. It literally like the Mercedes logo is here. Petronas is like right here.
Mm.
Same size, same surface area. Yeah,
I really hope Caddy can secure a title sponsor before the season starts because they need one.
I mean they have to. There's no way that they're not going to have a title sponsor going into the 2026 season. They could if they wanted to. 'Cause it's GM. Like if they really don't have a
Yeah.
sponsor, GM is like one of the biggest automotive companies. So I guarantee you they could like funnel money into this if they had to. They wouldn't be happy about it. I can't. I know the higher ups wouldn't be happy about that, but they could if they really needed to.
Yeah, they'd be like, Mario, listen, we we let you off the leash a little bit, like, but we can't keep funneling money as a title sponsor. Like, no, we let you have the Cadillac name. That's well, actually, it was more Andretti let Cadillac have the name, because it was supposed to be Andretti Formula One team, but then Andretti was like, dude, listen, like, I need to get into Formula One. You can have the naming rights. You can call it Cadillac F1 team. I don't care. And so they were like, sure, okay.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that. So
Yeah.
who's like the? Do you know who like the owner of Cadillac F1 team is? Is it Mario Andretti or is it like somebody else?
No, as far as I'm tracking, it's Mario Andretti. Like he's like the actual owner because it was supposed to be Andretti Formula One team, and then they also have another like co-owner, some with an F. I can't remember what it is. But it was like Andretti Motorsports, and then this co-owner. But it was like Andretti's brainchild. Andretti has been trying to get a Formula One team for the longest. Like I won't say as soon as he retired from Formula One, but pretty soon after he retired, he was like, I want to be in Formula One as a team. So he's been trying. This has been his goal for a long time. To the point where he was like, he approached GM and approached Cadillac and said, "Listen, you guys can have the naming rights. I just need to be in the sport." And they
Yeah,
were like, "Okay,
he's maxed up a lot of money since then. Because I mean, you have the Andretti karting place that he has in the U.S.
yep,
There's Andretti. I think he has an IndyCar team,
I
and
think
then
so too.
obviously,
I think so too."
yeah, there's the Andretti IndyCar team, and then the Andretti Formula E team.
Ha ha.
So no, I like genuinely blanked.
Oh, I thought you were pretending to throw up like the Andretti Formula E team.
No,
Oh.
wrong again.
I'm
Anyways,
cutting that out. No, that's getting cut out.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Anyways, yeah, like that's pretty much it with Cadillac. Portugal. This is like a pretty small news piece, but Portugal is coming back to F1, which I think is frankly unnecessary unless the track is good. It looks pretty good though.
So Andretti has a few teams.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Portugal is coming back to F1.
And
Portuguese GP. So apparently, oh, okay. So apparently they used to have it. I think the last year that we had the Portuguese GP was 2021.
okay.
I have no fucking clue if it was good or not, but it looks like a good track. It kind of looks like Spain in like layout, just a little bit different, a little bit better, honestly.
Yeah, you
So
sent me
we're not
that.
gonna see that. We're not gonna see that this coming year, but we're gonna see it in 2027.
Oh, I thought it
Um,
was going to be this year.
no, but they announced it this morning that Portugal's coming back 2027.
Ooh.
Pretty interesting. But that begs the question, okay, if Portugal's coming back, what's leaving? Because we're not going to have 25 races.
What do you think is going to leave? What was the most boring race this year?
Qatar or Monaco.
They're not going to get rid of Qatar. They're not going to get rid of Monaco.
No. They're not getting rid of Abu Dhabi either.
Absolutely not. Brazil? You think they get rid of Brazil?
Never.
No.
Never. They will die before Brazil goes.
Um, I know they wouldn't get rid of Baku.
Actually, apparently the citizens of Azerbaijan are really not happy with them doing that street race.
Oh,
Yeah, they get a lot of flack for it, I guess.
no
Um,
more skibbity toilet Baku, my dudes.
Remains to be seen. I don't know what's leaving because we're not going to have 25 races on the grid unless we just are. But I don't think we are. So,
Ooh, hold on. This track is. Oh my god,
dude, what?
this track is kind of
There we go.
pretty.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks like
Ooh,
Spain, but it looks like better than Spain, low key.
I kind of like it.
I dig it. No, like I've seen pictures of it, like the aerial view of it, and it looks like a pretty cool track.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it looks cool. So,
I like that.
I'm actually pretty excited for the Portuguese GP. I have high hopes for that one. Um,
Yeah,
I don't
honestly.
know. I don't know what they're getting rid of in 2027, but I think all the big tracks are safe.
Yeah, like definitely not Monaco. Definitely not Qatar or Abu Dhabi. You know, those tracks at least are safe. You think?
All the US GPs are staying at
Yeah,
least until 2030.
yeah. So we got Coda, Miami, and Las Vegas are all staying.
Mexico's definitely staying.
Silverstone's 100% staying.
100% staying. I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to look it up because I genuinely could not tell you. I have no fucking clue.
What track is leaving F1 in 2027? Let's see. Oh my god.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't tell me. What are we getting rid of?
Zandvoort. We're getting rid of the Dutch GP.
Mm,
What?
hmm. Good call, low key. Well, you know why that's a good call? There's
Why?
not a lot of room to overtake in Zandvoort. Like it's really fun to like just have a track day at Zandvoort if you have like some clear track ahead of you, but like it's pretty tight. Play
So is
Zandvoort
Las
on the F1 game.
Vegas.
No, Las Vegas is not tight. Not like that.
Okay, you're right, but still.
Yeah, no. Zandvoort is a pretty small track. It's a fun track to drive on, but yeah, I don't think for like I guess from like a entertainment perspective, there's not gonna be like a lot of overtaking there.
Yeah.
Portugal makes more sense because it's much bigger.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Portugal is going to be very exciting for the 2027 season.
Yeah, there's been talks. Obviously, nothing's happened, but there's been talks of allegedly Spa going away at some point.
No, not my favorite track.
I know Spa
Not
is like one of the best.
Spa.
Spa is one of the best.
I love Spa. I love racing on it. I love
Apparently,
watching it. It's nice.
the drivers love racing at Spa. It's like a treat for the drivers.
Yeah.
Apparently, not a lot of people attend Spa in person.
Really?
So, in person viewership is down over there, and I think they're thinking about doing away with it. I saw this a really long time ago. Like, when it was Spa weekend, like, that's when we were talking about this. But, nothing's confirmed, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a low key threat of Spa maybe going away.
No way.
I don't. I'm hoping it doesn't because it is too good of a track to go.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go, but heard about that. Sandford going away. Yeah, I'm not completely mad about that actually. That's Max's home turf though. That's gotta suck for him.
Yeah. I mean, Well, it would suck if, like, say he wins this next year's Grand, like the World Championship. He doesn't
Yeah.
get to race in his hometown. Well, next year, yes, obviously, but like after he wins then in 2027, he won't get to race in his hometown with, like, the title back, the title reclaimed. That'll be sad.
Max is like so nonchalant and uncaring though. Low key, I don't think he'll really care.
That's also fair. He's like, well, if my mom had balls, she'd be my dad. So
Yeah, literally. Max just drives the car and he focuses on racing, and I don't really think he gets. He doesn't really care for much of whatever the hell else is going on besides him focusing on what he does, his job.
and his sim racing, because he has a very good sim racing career.
His job, yeah. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
F1, the sim racing, and then dabbling in GT3. Um, I've told this to you on Instagram. I'm going to say it for the audience. I think Max Verstappen is our generation's Ayrton Senna. I genuinely stand behind that. Um, and like, I'm a Hamilton fan. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, 7-time world champion. Like, the only person that ever like rivaled that was Michael Schumacher. He did it first.
I can feel the comment sections getting spicier by the minute.
Yeah, I'm like, there's always going to be a place in my heart for Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's like the GOAT to me, right? But keep in mind, Senna won 3 championships,
Yeah,
but that didn't make him any less of like one of the best drivers like human history.
yeah, I agree.
Max is 4, and from everything I've seen leading up to like this point, just with everything I've seen with how Max races when he's off the track just to go back onto another track, like everything about him just like screams like he is what Ayrton Senna was in like the 80s and 90s. That's what Max is for us currently in this generation. Like, I think he's just like, he's the GOAT. He's seriously like one of the best drivers of all like time ever.
I agree with
Seriously.
you.
And
I
like,
I agree with you.
I stand on that. Yeah. Cold take.
Cold take. Ain't no heat in that one. Just ice cold.
Yeah, no, everybody agrees with that, I think.
I agree with that. Max is definitely one of the greatest drivers of our generation. I think he has more than proven himself, across everything he's done, be it Formula One, be it GT3, be it his sim career. Like, he's more than proven it. So,
Yeah, no, seriously, I think like when we're old, like when we're those old guys that are in the comment sections of like F1, and we're talking about how great Ayrton Senna was. Well, that's what they do, right? They're talking about how great Senna was, or Schumacher, or Mansell, or whatever the hell, right? We're gonna be those old guys one day, and we're gonna be talking about how good Verstappen was.
yeah. Like, oh, it was always a treat to watch him race. He always took the race, like, by storm. And,
Yeah, he's our generation's Ayrton Senna, and I like stand 10 toes on that shit. He's one of the best of human history. Like, he stands right there with Senna.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Back on the topic of Andretti's racing teams.
Oh yeah.
So, he actually has 5 like, he races in 5 series, or Andretti races in 5 series.
Okay.
IndyCar, Indy Next, which I'm not sure what Indy Next is. It's probably like the Formula E of Indy.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's probably like F1 Academy or something. That's what it sounds like.
Maybe.
Indy Next Generation. Keep going.
Formula E. Super Copa,
Don't know what that is.
and let's see what. Let me see what Super Copa is. Oh, this website's all in. Oh, this website's all in Spanish. Let me translate. So, it's a Super Cup race in some sort of Spanish-speaking country.
Oh, okay.
And then they also race supercars.
Just supercars, like not GT3
It says
or GT.
it says supercars.
Okay,
I'm very confused.
I guess, dude. I don't
I
know.
guess. What is, let me look. What is Super Copa? Super Copa de España? The
Spain.
Spanish. Oh!
What is it?
It's football. Football, not
Andretti?
football. Football. He
No,
sponsors.
I know.
He sponsors it.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't like. Okay,
Yeah, no, he
doesn't have
sponsors
a
it
football team. He just sponsors it. Okay.
because it says teams, and then under it says Super Copa.
Huh.
Super Copa Andretti.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's his thing.
Oh, hold on. Nope, never mind.
Oh, it's not soccer.
This is so weird. Okay, Super Copa. In a thrilling series south of the U.S. border, Mexico's Super Copa currently runs 4 classes of competition encompassing Freightliner semi trucks,
What?
touring cars, Mexbike 600, and Formula 1800.
Dude, we need some fact checking here because first it was
I'm
supercars, now
on the
it's
Andretti.
football.
I'm on the Andretti website.
Okay.
Freightliner semi trucks. Do they race those?
Dude, I've seen people race like bagger Harleys before, so I mean, anything's possible.
I mean, yeah, honestly, like if something has wheels, someone's gonna race it. But like Freightliner semi trucks, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
And so that's Super Copa, and then the Super Cars tab is the premier motorsport category in Australasia and one of Australia's biggest sports. Globally, it's recognized as the best touring car category in the world and a leader in motorsport entertainment. So it's like an Australian kind of thing.
Great,
Kind
I
of,
guess.
damn,
Good,
they got their
good for
hands in
him.
everything. Okay, so
Yeah.
Indy next is so you're right. It is like the Formula 4 or like Formula 3, Formula 2 feeder series
It's
for
like,
Indy.
yeah, that's what it sounded like next generation, you know?
Yep.
Indie.
Developing drivers hone their open wheel skills in IndyCar's junior formula and compete for a chance at being a future racing star.
Cool.
Hmm. Wow, I learned a lot just now.
Yeah, all I knew is that like Andretti won a championship in like I think 72 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Uh, yeah, I knew he was like a Formula One racer in the 70s. He also did some Indy, and he has a go karting chain.
Yeah, Andretti's Motorsports or Andretti's Karting, whatever.
Yeah, so definitely
So
learned something from today. And now
he
he's in Cadillac.
he won the F1 World Championship in '78.
78. Okay, I think Lauda won 72.
Yeah, and just to think, Mario Andretti was on the same grid as Nicky Lauda and James Hunt. That's so cool to me. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think he raced. I don't know. I don't remember how many years he was in Formula One, but yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there for that. I
And
think
he
that would be the coolest
died
thing.
or get maimed.
Huh?
And he didn't die or get maimed,
Yeah.
which back then was like you had to really try to not do that.
You had to actually try to not kill yourself.
Yeah, because like ask Lauda how that went.
Rest in peace, Nicky Lauda. Yeah, you can't anymore. Although he did outlive James Hunt
Yeah, by a lot,
by a
by a lot.
lot. That's all
The
that
booze and
partying.
the cigarette, the women and the rock star life. I mean, I honestly though, I mean, life well lived, low key. James Hunt, W life from James Hunt.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, he lived his life how he wanted to. Yeah, W life James Hunt, but could have could have lived a lot longer there, bud.
Could have, but not everybody needs to live a long life.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. Ever since you put me on to Rush, I've just been like, just like enamored with the story of James Hunt and Niki Lauda. Like, I think that is honestly a really cool rivalry in Formula One.
Yeah.
Because now you have your rivalries where it's just like, oh, you didn't make space for me to dive bomb you. Now we got beef. You know,
We have we have George Russell and Max Verstappen, and it's really just like a one-sided rivalry because
yeah,
Max just doesn't give a fuck.
he doesn't care. But it's like here you have two rivals that like actually respected each other. Actually, like yeah, they hated each other at some parts, but like they actually genuinely respected each other enough to recognize that they were both good drivers.
Yeah, we've had a couple of good rivalries since then. Obviously, I can't help but mention Senna and Prost
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, Schumacher he didn't have a rival. He was just the goat. Um, Hamilton and Nico Rosberg
I was just
during the
about to
Civil War.
I was about to mention that. Yeah,
Yeah, I fucking love Nico Rosberg. And then you kind of had a rivalry for a while with Hamilton and Verstappen because of Abu Dhabi 2021
yeah.
and like everything leading up to that, like that whole season, it was just them like fighting. Um, but with Max, he doesn't really like care. Nobody can really match him, so he doesn't really like have a sustained rivalry. And
Yeah.
Hamilton had that rivalry with Nico Rosberg, but then he got out in 2016, so we haven't had like a real rivalry, like Hunt and Lauda, Prost and Senna, stuff like that.
I mean, if even if you look at this past season, it was just McLaren dominance for the first half, and then Max came in and clawed his way back, and then eventually it was just a three-way shootout. But I wouldn't say it was a three-way shootout the entire season. It was just McLaren dominance. You know?
Look, that's not really what makes a rivalry either. What makes a rivalry is like personally like having somebody who is on the same level as you that you're like fighting, and it's like it's personal. It's not just business.
Yeah.
We don't really have that because Max is very like business racing. I don't care. I'm just gonna do good and fuck the rest.
Yeah.
Lando Norris is like a giggly piece of shit, and he gets favored by McLaren, and he's in a rocket ship, and a hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby type deal with Lando Norris.
Versus coughing baby is crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then the only rivalry that we had like this year was just Oscar and the entire team of McLaren.
Oscar and Zach. That was the
Oscar
rivalry.
That's the only rivalry we had this year in 2025. Maybe we'll have a rivalry next year.
Watch next year. It's Oscar Piastri favoritism.
I don't think so.
I would laugh if it was that. I don't think so either, but I'd laugh.
Oh yeah, it'd be really funny to have that like flipped on its head. But Zach Brown just enjoys being fucking gay for Lando Norris, apparently. But yeah. I guess we'll check out Formula E at some point.
At some point.
I definitely learned some things during today's episode for sure.
Me too. I'm gonna look into that semi Freightliner like racing because if I could see two 18-wheelers going at it, that would like make my entire life. That I would love to see that.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, that does sound pretty fun to watch.
It sounds like some like backwoods hick country shit. That's exactly what that sounds like.
And you said it takes place in Mexico, or does it take place here?
Let me look. It looks like it takes place south of the border. So maybe not
Yeah.
Mexico, maybe like Brazil.
Oh, okay. So like South America.
Let's see. Freightliner semi trucks. Freightliner.
What's the series called, or is it just Freightliner semi trucks?
It's called Super Copa.
Okay.
Freightliner Super Copa refers to Freightliner's involvement in Mexico's Super Copa racing series. Traditionally,
Yeah, Mexico.
Tracto Camiones semi truck class, where a modified Freightliner Cascadia trucks with around 500 horsepower, showcasing performance and brand separate from the US DOE's efficiency-focused Freightliner Super Truck 2 program, which develops high-efficiency tech for commercial hauling. Oh my god, so it actually is 18-wheelers.
In Mexico. It's such like a Mexican thing, it sounds like just sounds right up their fucking alley. Man, what?
That is like a... It's not an animation, that's like a 3D... Let's see. Freightliner Super Copa Racing. We'll get back to this on like the next episode, because I need to look into this.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into Formula E and probably dip my toe in a little bit more GT3 because I really like GT3.
Mm-hmm.
And Max dips his toe in GT3, so I wouldn't mind catching the next GT3 race that he's in. That sounds exciting to
Yeah.
me. Sounds pretty fun because he won the last GT3 race at the Nürburgring.
Apparently with a big gap, too.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, dude, especially if he's going to be in like a Mercedes, like a Red Bull Mercedes, like, come on. Sounds fun. Um, what?
Yeah. They're actually racing, like, not the full 18-wheelers, but, like, just the actual cabs. Yeah, the cabs. They're actually racing them.
Like wheel to wheel and shit, right?
Yes.
That's pretty fun.
Wait, are they actually? Yeah, no, they're actually. Oh! I'm going to send you this video later. I'm going to send it to you. You need to watch this.
Okay. We're going to pull that up as a clip for the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for listening to our off-season Hotlap episode. I think we had some fun today, didn't we, Caleb?
I had a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a fun episode, I think. Yeah. I was going to say something, but I completely lost my train of thought. But this has been Hotlap. Oh, next episode, I'm thinking we do like an F101.
Okay.
Basically, episode where anybody who has been having trouble, this is directly to you guys, any of you that have been having trouble following with our podcast, which I had a lot of feedback and it's been that.
Yeah.
We're going to make an episode. Let's just do next episode.
Yeah.
Where we break down F1, make it available to brain dead snails to understand. So you guys can follow along with us for the upcoming 2026 season. Stay tuned for that. That'll be next episode. This was just kind of like a shooting the shit episode, but next episode next week will be a learning episode, so you don't want to miss it if you don't know what the hell we've been talking about for the past 10 episodes.
If you want to learn and get into it, yeah, next episode is going to be your episode, so make sure you tune in. If anybody you know wants to get into F1, share it with them. We will be going over pretty much everything from a base perspective, a base level knowledge of like to get into F1. Yeah.
Brain dead. So
brain dead. Don't call our viewers brain dead.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be a brain dead explanation, They can take it. I feel like if you've been watching this episode for long, if you've been watching this podcast for long enough, you can take it.
That's fair.
Because I love you guys.
And with that,
I love all 8 of you.
All 8 of all 12 of the Instagram followers.
Yeah, we have like 19 followers and 8 subscribers.
With that,
and growing.
And growing.
We're not. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in.
All right, Trackrats. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys
Later,
so much
hot
for watching.
lappers.
Later, hot lappers.